Hello everyone, Nadim here for online tennis instruction. Have another video for you coming from Munich after doing a few nice clinics here with my colleague Greg Naser. And one of my students in the technique clinic had a two-handed backhand, and we could quickly see that he was struggling having a consistent two-handed backhand due to the fact that he overused his dominant arm. So the base of this video, the goal is to show you how you can improve your two-handed backhand by lengthening your hitting zone, by being more relaxed. And by being more relaxed, I mean by using your non-dominant arm more to achieve that, okay? What I'm talking about is many two-handed backhand players nowadays that come and work with us, they tend to have a very short hitting zone, which means, first of all, they're not getting under the ball into a proper slot position, which is always key for any ground stroke. But then what happens is, as they move to contact, that dominant arm does more pulling than it should. And because of that, the hitting zone itself becomes very narrow or short. And hence, what causes this is a lot of tension and overuse of the dominant arm. So what we'd like to do is take the right arm, in my case, as a righty, out of the equation to help work on this phenomenon. So what I'd like players to do is, I'd like to get them into their coiled position and then take their dominant arm off the grip and then simulate a non-dominant arm forehand. In my case, that would be a lefty. So since my right arm is no longer part of this, all I ask my right arm to do is come with the shot. So I don't want to dangle it away because, as you see, my motion goes across my body. So I want to keep a very calm, dominant arm that doesn't do any pulling of any sort, and I make contact with the ball. And before I do that, obviously, as you see me do this here, I start doing shadow swings first, just to get the idea that my non-dominant arm has a lot to do with being able to lengthen my hitting zone, okay? So after I do a bunch of shadow swings, I would then self-feed. And if I have someone who can hand feed the ball, or have a ball machine that has a slow pace with which it can feed the balls to me, then I want to make use of that. As you can see, I'm in the middle of the court, not at the baseline. If this is your first time using your non-dominant arm, this may be challenging. So make the space to the net a little closer. You get into your split step, you turn, you take your dominant arm off, you drop feed the ball, and then you want to simulate a left-handed forehand. And by doing that, you really want to lengthen out towards your target with that ball. I get into my split step, I turn, and you see I have the ball in my dominant arm. I take it off, feed, down, and up. Okay, and I try to create a nice long hitting zone towards my target. Now, after I have done that quite a bit, okay, and I get a sense for how much my non-dominant arm can do, I then take another ball. Actually, I take two. And what I would like to do is, I would like to get the sensation of having my right arm close to the racket, but not using it. So at first, this may be a bit tricky, but I find this is quite interesting to do. I do the same thing, split step, unit turn, and now I feed one of them, place the right hand on the racket, but the ball is on there, so I do not use it too much. I actually still use my left arm. Let me try that one more time. I go split step, turn, I feed the ball, put it on, and still my left arm does all the work. My right arm hasn't. And then the last step would be, I would try to self-feed one more time in this sequence. Split step, turn, place the ball and put my right arm back on, but don't do anything with it. It's literally just on the grip for touching purposes. And ultimately, after I do this a few times self-feeding, then I have a colleague, a friend, or a partner do the same thing for me, split, turn, and then I try to get and see if I can mimic all of these different rounds right here. Okay, first with the left hand. I got a little too eager here before trying to put my right hand on. One more time. Try to get nice and calm, loose, and lengthening my hitting zone, and then put my right hand back on. I can actually use it with the ball. Here, let's go. Put the right hand on, but have the shot be demonstrated with only my non-dominant arm. And then I can take the ball off and do it again with both hands, still focusing on getting my non-dominant arm to do all the work. Okay? And that should give you quite a bit of a sensation difference between what you're normally used to and what this sensation is like when your non-dominant arm does a lot more than it used to. Give this a shot. I'm sure this will help you. If you like this video, please go and hit like. subscribe to the channel, and get more information and videos from us to improve your tennis. Until next time, take care.